Star Wars Battlefront: The Classic Collection was developed and put out in March by Aspyr. Now, these guys have actually done some pretty cool ports of Star Wars games and other types of games as well, but unfortunately, when this one originally came out in March, it was a tad broken. The servers were non-existent to a point and broken as all hell. People were being disconnected, extreme lag. Everything you did not want to happen with the launch of a multiplayer-centric game happened. However, now we're in August, and I only just picked the game up myself, so I do not have any first-hand experience with any of the issues at launch. However, I'm here to tell you that is the game worth picking up now? And I have to say, yes, 100%, but for the single player. The multiplayer is just dead. I don't know if it works or not. There's nobody playing this game online, on PC especially. There's no one, absolutely no one. The servers are all empty, dead, nothing at all. However, what do you get with the single player? Well, if you never played the original games on PlayStation 2 and original Xbox or even on PC, there is an absolute ton of content in this double-packed HD'd up game. There is campaigns that go through Star Wars episodes 1 to 6, which are the best ones. Excuse me, who said that? You can't say that. Well, anyway, it is. It just is. I prefer the original 6. I really like The Force Awakens, and then The Last Jedi just absolutely tore the universe apart, and what the hell was Rise of Skywalker? Anyway, that's a topic for another time. But here with Star Wars, they've also included bonus maps that you can use as well if you so choose. You, of course, can play with friends. Now, there's the Galactic Conquest, which is what I spend most of my time on, where you take it in turns with the AI and you move your fleet from point to point, planet to planet, and just basically liberate them from the Empire or from the Separatists, or vice versa. You can play as the Separatists or the Empire, and it's really, really cool because there's also space battles, and the space battles in this game are really damn cool. You can land on the enemy ships if you want as well, run around inside and cause havoc. You've got to destroy different parts of the ships, like the shield generator, life support, that kind of stuff, which is really cool. And then, of course, you fight down on the planets as well, and you can you earn credits where you can unlock bonuses to be used in certain matches, and you can also unlock new units that you can use as well within the game. It's all really cool. Like I said, there's the actual main campaign experience where you fight through the iconic battles from the movies and all that kind of stuff, which is really cool. You have the Galactic Conquest, you have instant action if you just want to get in and just do some fighting. You can play as all manner of heroes. You can use pretty much all the vehicles you could think of for the most part on land, with different speeders and bikes and that kind of stuff, and tauntauns, and even the things the Gungans ride. I don't know what they're called. Please do not come at me. I do have the encyclopedias of the original Star Wars movies and the prequels, but I've not read them inside and out, and I've been watching Star Wars since the mid-90s, so I'm not going to remember absolutely everything. My love for Star Wars was kind of crushed by Disney a few years ago, and more just recently I decided to get the original trilogy, prequel trilogy, and I give Rogue One a pass because I think that's actually a very good Star Wars film, and I do actually like Solo, even though in the film they just give him his name Solo because he's on his own, which is super lame, and where we got to see him get his gun. Apart from that, I actually quite like Solo. I think it's pretty cool. It's really fun. I think the Kessel Run is a really good scene in the movie as well, and Chewie is always awesome. But yeah, I just picked them all up on 4K, but not the new trilogy. I may pick them up one day when they are dirt cheap, but I don't know what... Well, I know what on earth they were doing. They didn't have a clear vision for what they wanted to do, and they just winged it. Now, I know George Lucas didn't have a supremely crystal clear vision of what he wanted when he started the original Star Wars movie, but he was the mastermind in the mind. He wasn't the best director, and he's certainly not the best writer, but man, that dude had an amazing imagination and created something awesome. I kind of went off on a tangent. Where was I? What game am I talking about? Oh yeah, Star Wars Battlefront. There we go. Yeah, no, this game is really, really cool. You can roll forward, roll backwards. You can hop in and out of vehicles as you see fit. You can pull off some really cool moves as the heroes, like Mace Windu, Yoda, and some villains as well. If you want to be Darth Vader, Asajj Ventress, Count Dooku. It's all really, really awesome. If you are a fan of Star Wars, this game is 100% definitely for you. It's obviously an older Star Wars, but it's got so much in it that it really does put the new Star Wars games to shame in terms of content and the amount of content that you're getting. Of course, graphically, the more recent Star Wars Battlefront 2 EA has phenomenal graphics, of course, but it really lacked in the content department, whereas Star Wars Battlefront 1 and 2 in this collection are jam-packed with awesome stuff. So yes, I advise getting it for single player, especially if you do manage to get into a multiplayer match. Well, lucky you, but really you don't need to. You can have ton of fun on this. Just crank up the enemy AI difficulty and just go nuts. And I do advise, before you do any space battles, to change the controls of the ship, because it had it where I was, instead of usually where you move around with the left stick and you sort of pivot and roll with the right stick, it was reversed for some reason as default, and that is a whole pile of wank, and I don't know who thought that was a great idea. But please let me know in the comments down below what you think. Did you pick this up at launch? And if you did, I am so sorry for you, but this is really a damn good package, and especially for Star Wars fans. But let me know if you have checked it out, and as always, thank you very much for watching.